everyone, welcome back to this lovely channel that you found randomly on the loving internet. And today we are exploring this realm. As always, I'm gonna use a guide and you know the deal, is nothing new. Do you think it's gonna be something like this, like constantly being changed? Sorry, I meant like being constantly like a glimpse of the truth. And then again and again and again. Okay, let's do this! Just lie down, I just can't do that. Why?
Cowabunga! Did my body temperature melt the ice?
Interesting.
Iva, how hot are you?
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah!
What happened? Sorry, what's the difference? Ice remove. Okay, we're going to the other rodeo. Breton?
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening?
What's happening indeed?
Oh, that's bright.
That doesn't make fucking sense at all.
What is this?
Why is that? Ching.
We're out of options!
We are? So what did it
Tessa!
change? It's just a different A. Oh, okay, I went to the right instead.
If this was another, I would have died already.
Oh, so is this different? That was still on the top.
Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Yep. Welcome to the other route, finally. And I know it's kinda took me a while to reach it. I apologize.
I will fight destiny and win.
Yeah, Ota.
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
Yeah, that's true.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
Great. Okay, so I don't understand what's up with that thing. It has like a hidden object, probably. La 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 la. And salty, my friend.
What? Sortie?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed.
There's Gundam here.
All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
Okay, I'm sorry. This guy is so absurd and bullshit. Forklift! Do that! The fuck? The forklift become a Pokemon. Oh my god, if he's gonna be a Pokemon fight, that would be so funny.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Yes, you are.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Yeah?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Yes. What's in the box? What doesn't make it better or anything? Sorry, what's that thing?
A plate attached to the cold has frost.
I just wanna see what happens. It's another A? B.
B.
I would be happier about D.
I'm sure.
So nothing. So it was bullshit all along. Yeah, I got it. We're done anyway.
Ota is still.
If I'm not wrong, was encourage, right?
You're so cool, my shiny, glittery Ota. So cool.
The ghost inside me whispered.
It's the same answer.
I am
I'm cool.
huh? From now on, this is my stage.
Are you kidding me? I'm fighting this idiot with a box! So he recognized the knife. That make me very confused. There we go. Are we happy? We're happy. We done this. It's not our first rodeo. So we'll...
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So he probably think that it was the mother,
So
right?
sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
The knife? I'm actually say the knife? Sure. Oh wow. Okiura fishery. Ah, Teodokori. Chocolate. Sure.
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
Could it be anyone?
the same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
I agree.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Why?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
That's actually very compelling.
Why are
argument.
you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
This thing.
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
Okay, jokes apart. Why the fuck you use that knife? It's obvious yours. It's like having like a fingerprinted gun, you know, or like a personal gun, like a
You were
real flower
stabbed by the very
engraving
same
and shit.
knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And
And?
Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife.
Well, that's dumb. That's fucking stupid. Yeah, no. I really love this gift from my son. Use this to kill her. It's like, what? Why? Just use a gun. Why the heck do you have to use my knife? It's like, you know, it's stupid.
I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me.
I actually believe you.
Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because
She had dementia? Really? That thing?
the Matsushita's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
So someone met Mayumi. And someone took Mayumi's knife.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
Well, yeah.
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself.
So we still don't know she has the
I
mantra.
need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, well, wait a minute.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
I'm not going to arrest her.
Really?
Famous last word.
Yes.
Then we
won't
end up
arrest her?
shooting her? That would be so funny.
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone.
I doubt.
Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Doubt it will kill your own child.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita. But I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it.
I stabbed my own child.
I did everything.
You confessed to the crime? Really? Oh my god. I don't believe her. I don't fucking believe her.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
You did?
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
Is she for real?
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
You do?
Sounds about right.
Alright. Why do you want to stream it online? How do you know how to stream it online? You have to
Because
ask.
the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Were you the one to stab Ota?
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him
Why so hesitant?
with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
Where do you hide the knife?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Bullshit!
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true. I planned the whole thing.
So inconsistent. Wow, that was... Well,
My
whatever.
son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him. Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
Fair enough.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right.
Someone must have visited her.
Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
There's no motivation for you to killing them. What was your motive?
Isn't Rinju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
And why Shoko?
Rinju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
Okay, when did you kill... When and how did you kill her?
Well,
She doesn't know.
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder.
So she knows she has dementia?
I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Okay, why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
Well, that's rough. Wait, why do I have to sync with her? Isn't that a bit dangerous? She has like dementia and shit. I mean, wouldn't that, you know, maybe problematic?
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity.
What do you mean by that?
Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Makes sense.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
6 hours.
16 hours,
Damn it.
at least.
That was close.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner.
I agree with Aiba.
We may be able to find some clues.
I agree with
Good
Aiba.
idea.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
6 it is.
That pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
Why would Mayumi lie?
Maybe because she was instigated to do so?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now.
Ota?
There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
So Sejima.
Congressman Sejima has no connection to Mayumi. Or do you know something I don't?
No.
No, sorry. Just a guess.
No need to apologize.
That's just a guess.
I know that the brilliant mind of Kaname Date wouldn't waste my time throwing out random guesses.
Ah, you think so?
I am sure I will agree with you once you explain your reasoning. In detail.
Hold the fuck down.
You don't have to bully me. I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah, me too. Oh, it's clearly Ota then.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
Yeah, but still.
Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
Oh, so she thinks Ota stabbed himself.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
Well, I would wanna say this. The van?
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
That's true.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
So this thing? But the
Yesterday's
Somnium is
Somnium.
unreliable.
Ota and the polar bear.
Yeah, but it's so unreliable to
That was
dream.
just a dream.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It
It's so
doesn't
unreliable.
necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
So, do you care to explain?
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
Oh. Yes.
What?
I had that, but I don't know. Sorry, I had that thought, but then I saw her getting slicing too, so I kinda gave up.
Or even asked Ota to do it. Perhaps she ordered him to.
Seems a bit far-fetched.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
Okay.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it.
Yeah, that
After
was my...
Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear
Okay.
costume and started the saw.
This was my first hypothesis when I saw this, because I was like, that's too weird. Really? They got caught like that? And why only he was free? Sorry, I understand Iris getting captured, but I don't understand why Ota was free. I thought they were both getting captured. And it didn't really make sense to me. And then I saw her getting slicing too. That was the first route we had to deal with. So I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm thinking, but none of that makes sense.
Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Okay.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory.
What I don't understand, do you think that... No, it cannot be. It's kind of weird, because the polar bear come back.
It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go
Yeah.
that far just to avoid suspicion.
That's true.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
Let's go with psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
I still don't believe he saw Jima. Oh my god. I think it's someone else in Polar Bear. I still do think it's someone else. Even though he was like limping and all. He's old, okay? The limpiness was like fine. And the blood we found, right?
Why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her. Why?
She confessed. To all 4 murders.
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Nah, yeah, but still, she's confessing.
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
So someone definitely told this to his mother.
I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
Got any ideas?
No ideas?
Maybe because of her condition.
Bullshit.
Mom has... dementia.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is...
Yep.
I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good.
Yep.
You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor, and we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time.
Spending money on action figure and DVDs and concert. Mate, holy fucking shit. Just action figure, how many dollars are they? 200 for each action figure? A concert, how much is a concert? 300? 500? Saying that she's like a low tier idol. 200, right? For a ticket concert. It's probably around the 3 digits, right?
I was... such a dumbass.
Yes, you are.
I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC, and idol concert tickets.
Oh, the PC? Oh, wow. A PC? Wow.
I had it
I
good,
had to buy mine.
but we were drowning in debt.
My blood.
And there's a loan on the house and the diner.
Oh, wow.
Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but...
I got obsessed with that idol. I started stalking her.
Right after I started, Dad,
Passed
Died.
away?
yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
It's the wisest thing you could do.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Can you?
Wow, a writer. Well, that's a good goal to have.
Wow. What kind of mother is that supportive?
But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom.
You didn't publish shit, my friend.
A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity.
Well, and where your time being put at? Stalking a girl?
I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Okay, okay, sure. But you didn't publish shit, Ota.
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that.
The problem about this is that, do you write anything? Like anything? Just anything? No, didn't publish anything too, either.
But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that.
10 times? Wow. Well, makes sense.
But Mom,
It's a novel, right?
she kept supporting me. Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry.
How do you forget, son? That's what I love that line so much. How do you forget my career choice? Wait, was that a career choice?
Anyway,
Where's the progress?
You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
It's something that I will say as a passive-aggressive parent. I will definitely start speaking like that. Oh, how about that? How about that? How about that? It was like, why are you making fun of me? Because you are full of it!
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
That's the F-bomb. You dropped the F-bomb there? Really? Ota, you miserable bastard.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit.
Oh, wow.
I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
I'm still surprised she remembers.
What's that picture?
Like something at least. So she doesn't remember
Looking at this photo
her
reminds me.
husband dead.
One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from.
Why did it turn out like this? Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit,
Yeah, me either.
but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
I agree with Iva. I still don't like him. I still don't fucking like Ota.
We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At
No.
times. Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
So now we have access to the box, right? I agree with Iva. I don't trust that Ota one bit. One bit. One fucking bit. He betrayed me. Twice. Or thrice. And he's a kid liar. He lies. Lies too much.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me. Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris, or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible.
But how do you find that inside?
The van was hijacked from the Femisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
How much is 100 yards? I'm sorry.
As
I
I've
don't
already
know.
explained,
Is that a lot?
the security cameras at the Femisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene.
Yeah, someone took it from her? That's what I'm curious about?
If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Can you actually prove if she purchased the polar bear suit? Because she said that she bought it online.
Of course! A different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connection to NC Spencer began her research. She got result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
Okay.
At Lemniscate. Why?
Unknown, but we should speak with the driver immediately.
Sure. I don't know. Too many speculation.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Yes, I'm talking to toi.
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
Fair enough.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
The old hag?
Old hag.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo.
Okay.
Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Report it?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Yeah, I agree with toi. No, I was... Who cares?
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag.
Okay.
And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me.
Okay.
Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Femisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there,
Okay.
while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up.
Okay, I like the driver's strategy. I was like, that's a good plan.
I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
Okay.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Poshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
So she thought the polar bear was him then.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view.
Manor?
We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
Wow.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Oh, so they waited.
Sofa King.
Don't.
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
That was so specific. This driver is so specific. I love it. It's probably one of the few who's that specific.
How do you remember the time so well?
Yeah.
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street.
12:25.
And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now.
Your prudence was well deserved, driver.
But my caution backfired.
Oh.
I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence.
So
It is the
restless.
personal home of Congressman So Sejima.
Sejima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We all
We
know.
need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
That's cool. So he's all in a circle. So he's actually So Sejima in the polar suit? I kind of feel a bit far-fetched. You have so many goons willing to kill for you and you have
There's
to do
no
it
one here.
yourself in our live stream? I don't know.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
Okay,
I do not detect them either.
that's weird.
Let's go inside.
Maybe he's not here. Or maybe he's dead already. I'll probably ask
Hey, Aiba.
Aiba to check the camera.
Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right.
Oh, we found them
There's
in the
something
pot.
strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
Oh, sure, X-ray, sorry. Yep. There we go. So Boss killed So Sojima. So was Boss in the polar bear suit?
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Why do you have to destroy it? Oh, Jesus Christ. For how long he was in there?
So Sojima?
That is the head of So Sojima.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
It looks like he was killed and chopped off for a while. But the thing I don't understand, how the fudge... Didn't he have like a fuck ton of bodyguards?
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
Today? 11 a.m.? What time is it now?
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Wow.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital.
Okay.
They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime.
Clearly.
Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right.
Should we
By the
kill
way,
someone?
why is there no one in the mansion?
Yeah, I don't understand this.
No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I
Nobody.
do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sojima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No.
No,
just...
really.
Date,
Boss?
a call from Pewter.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sojima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sojima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday.
Yeah, but...
And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
But the polar bear had the knife. This is what I don't understand. How the fuck the polar bear had the fucking knife? Did he actually went? Did Iris stole the knife from... Oh! You remember that scene where you see Iris getting close to Mayumi? Do you think Iris took the knife away from Mayumi? So, because she stands still. So I didn't understand if Iris gave something to Mayumi. Or something else. So Mayumi likely went out with a knife, like armed with a knife, ready to kill her, right? But then Iris just took the knife, and she went, you know, with the knife away. Because there's a chance Iris was an accomplice. Oh my god, this is getting messy, guys. I had the feeling So Sejima was not the murder, not the polar bear at least. I'm not sure about the other murder. Wow! Oh my god, it's getting fascinating. It's getting messy. So this... Oh god. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to end the episode right now right here. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you see you very, very soon to the next one. Don't forget to follow up. As always, take care of yourself and have a lovely day and go lovely. Bye.